We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the waste and we ignore the fight. We need a miracle. We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the waste and we ignore the fight. We need a miracle. We need a miracle. We need a
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night and we are live in San Diego, California. Welcome to SmackDown. And we are kicking off this week's episode of SmackDown with the Blue Brand's resident maniac. Yes, that's right. I'm talking about Eric Young, who is set for singles action going one-on-one with the WWE Universal Champion Rey Mysterio. What a way to kick off the episode, and there is the Maniac. We've seen in the past Eric Young cause chaos here on SmackDown, most notably on the grandest stage of them all, where he took on Dean Ambrose, who's now known as Jon Moxley. And that's why he wears that protective face gear. I'm not entirely sure if he even needs it, but he seems to use it to his advantage. Will it play a factor here tonight as we kick off SmackDown? Rey Mysterio will have to be aware of the tricks that are up the Maniac's sleeve, even though he's not wearing sleeves. So, our first contest is soon to get underway on a night where we have a main event of Axel Perfect against Jeff Hardy for the United States Championship. Yes, a bombshell being confirmed for this evening's main event. Axel Perfect has that perfect record, and if it is to continue here on SmackDown, he will pick up the United States Championship. But it is a tough test ahead of him, as he does have to defeat the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. We also expect to hear from General Manager Shane McMahon, giving us more detail and an update on the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. Plenty to come on this week's SmackDown. And here comes the Universal Champion. Throw up the 619, because the master of it has arrived. Rey Mysterio, who has had his troubles in recent weeks. We mentioned the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, who received a punt from the Viper Randy Orton. That has put Kurt Angle out indefinitely. Hopefully we'll hear the update from Shane McMahon and it will be positive news. But of course, in addition to that punt, Rey Mysterio has felt the wrath of the RKO. Randy Orton, you could call it Randy's Rampage, as he has been on the onslaught, attacking anybody and everybody. He even delivered an RKO to the Street Profits before the draft was complete. So no one's safe. And whenever Rey Mysterio is about, you can kind of expect the Viper to slither not far behind. But anyway, our first contest is underway, and Mysterio comes forward and, now gets a boot for his troubles from the Maniac with a neck breaker. And just to confirm, The Universal Championship is not on the line. And if you're asking why, well, wins and losses matter, and Eric Young hasn't really got that great of a win-loss record. So Eric Young having an opportunity here to maybe rectify that situation and knock off the Universal Champion in this non-title match. As Mysterio ducks underneath, leapfrog over the top. Eric Young comes in, gets caught, DDT! Nice start from Mysterio, and Young bails out, wants to take a moment, probably wise. In this matchup, it's not no disqualification, so it doesn't, fall into the hands of Eric Young. That's more his forte. Eric Young can cause just as much carnage without those rules, or lack of, being applied. As Young goes to work in the corner now, choking the life out of the Universal Champion. Eric Young likes to push the boundaries here on SmackDown. Likes to test the patience of our officials and referees. And Young takes Mysterio to the ropes and came in. Mistake made by Eric Young, and gives Rey Mysterio an opportunity, and Mysterio now on the apron. Young sits up, and up to a knee is the Maniac, and Rey Mysterio! Oh wow! That was impressive, and that is why Rey Mysterio is the Universal Champion. And Rey Mysterio, well, giving just as good as Eric Young would dish out on the outside of the ring. But I spoke too soon. This is more a place where Eric Young can get the damage done on the outside of the ring, but surprisingly, he brings back in Mysterio, our official, up to 8 now. And Young breaks the count. He could have received another loss there by a count out, but no, back in on time, takes up Mysterio. Mysterio down the back, sunset flip, caught Eric Young out, and 2 count. Very close. Eric Young will have to be aware. Mysterio can take a match away from you just like that. And now, Rey Mysterio going to work, and this is where that protective headgear that Eric Young wears comes into play, because, it takes away an aspect of where you can deliver a punch or two, covering the whole face. It's not like Mysterio's mask, it has history and heritage behind it. Eric Young's mask is purely there, well, to bend the rules. Boot to the midsection, heard that the actual mask is backhand authorised. Not entirely sure how true that is either, but that's the rumour going around the locker room. Anyway, Young now back in this contest after a torrid few moments, and delivering the elbows to the shoulders, the pressure coming down, raining down on the Universal Champion. And if you're just joining us, thank you. We've got a jam-packed night. If you don't know, well, our main event, Axel Perfect, will take his perfect record one step further as he challenges for the United States Championship against the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy. A huge main event still to come this evening, and if you are enjoying every single episode of this season of Universe, please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure the notification bell is turned on so you stay up to date with every single episode. As Mysterio takes a risk and missed it, or more like Eric Young got out of the way, smartly done by EY. I don't say that often. I don't praise the intelligence of Eric Young. Well, might just have to now. Another pin. 1, 2, on. A kick out from Mysterio. And Eric Young just taking a moment. Well, there you go. I thought I was going to say he was maybe composing himself, gathering his thoughts, but then he decides to just, I don't know, crazed, deranged scream at the WWE Universe. Not uncharacteristic from the Maniac, and now choking the life, and our official needs to keep an eye on things. And just see how Young is bending the rules gradually here. Oh, went for a drop kick, Mysterio got out of the way, Inseguri to the back of the neck. And again, not going completely to the outside, but Young bails out. Mysterio comes after him. Shoulder to the midsection. Oh, sunset flip powerbomb to the unforgiving concrete floor. How can we forget at WrestleMania when Jon Moxley and Eric Young brought out the thumbtacks? My goodness. I'm sure Eric Young was salivating if he did indeed catch Backlash. Jon Moxley decided to peel up the ring and bring out the wooden underbelly. A tantalising prospect for someone like Young who loves the pain and the punishment inside a WWE ring and outside of it. If you have not caught Backlash, you can still do so. Catch it on demand, but Eric Young catches Rey Mysterio in midair. Oh! And did you see Mysterio's head bounce off that bottom turnbuckle? An awkward landing for the Universal Champion, and that spells trouble. Super kick. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh! Well, I wouldn't call it an upset if Eric Young was to score a victory, because he does have this unorthodox style. And you saw it right there, the damage that could have been done to the back of the neck of Rey Mysterio. And Mysterio are now hung in a dangerous position. Tree of woe, and certainly it is woeful at the moment for our champion. Young sends Mysterio, calls him out. He knows he can't come forward. Oh, that took too long, took too much time. You cannot waste time against Rey Mysterio. And Mysterio now trying to mount a comeback. Can he get things going here? Crowd on their feet here in San Diego. Mysterio heads up to the top rope. Oh, Bulldog face plants Eric Young face first down into the mat. Oh, and then a face buster. Again, the protective mask might have just broke the fall, but can't imagine too much as Mysterio, already on the move, heads to the top rope. Guillotine leg drop. Pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Young gets that shoulder up. Cannot underestimate the toughness of Eric Young. Don't get me wrong, he's not the brightest, he's not the sharpest tool in the box, but he is tough as old boots. Is EY. And Mysterio is finding that out firsthand in our opening contest, as Young, belly to belly, managed to shrug off the offense of Mysterio now on the second rope. And oh, telegraphed that mistake by EY. Crawls to the corner trying to catch a breath, doesn't get it. Mysterio with a baseball slide to the knee. Eric Young maybe caught out by that, didn't expect that sort of offense. And now Eric Young trying to fight forward, and wow, a rattling strike. Mysterio flips out the back, and oh, look at this. Eric Young in trouble. 6-1-9. And Rey Mysterio heads up. Frog splash. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, Rey Mysterio picks up the W, and this is how it happened. Here you see Rey Mysterio using that quickness, a powerbomb attempt turned into a sunset flip, and great strength being shown by our champion. The super kick on the jaw from Young, And Mysterio kept that high flying, the guillotine leg drop, then the 6, 1, 9, and then the frog splash. Boom! 1, 2, 3. Rey Mysterio picks up the victory. A strong effort from Eric Young, but unable to turn around that win-loss record. And interestingly enough, no sign of the Viper. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SmackDown, and that is a bold move from our General Manager Shane McMahon, suspending Randy Orton, and not just that, without pay for the actions taken in recent weeks by the apex predator of the WWE, the punt to Kurt Angle, the constant RKO attacks. Orton has been suspended, and I know that Randy Orton is here tonight, but, well, maybe not for much longer. I'm sure he will be escorted out of the arena. And it's also great to hear the positive news around Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle being released from the medical facility and now resting up at home with his family. On behalf of myself and the WWE Universe, I want to wish Kurt Angle a speedy recovery. So, some great positive news in addition to the suspension of Randy Orton. But right now we turn to our next matchup, singles action, and a rematch of sorts, because nobody asked for it. Nobody truly wanted it, apart from the man that awaits in the ring. And I'm not entirely sure why he wanted it. But Eldridge Lerman wants another crack at Aleister Black. And of course, Aleister Black, the striking man from Amsterdam, is not one to back down from a fight. So he's accepted this rematch with Eldridge Lerman, and I certainly hope that Lerman has come with a game plan tonight, because last week on SmackDown, the matchup barely lasted a second. A black mass, it was over. So if Eldridge Lerman is to do any better here this evening, he will have to have thought out a well-skilled, well-played game plan. We're about to find out if he can execute it. Lerman, he does look focused, I'll give him that. And the referee signals for the bell, our second contest of the evening, and Aleister Black takes a seat. On Lerman, big clothesline. Wow, did not expect that. Lerman with the clothesline, then a headbutt. And maybe Lerman has indeed learnt his lesson. Goes for a pin. Doesn't even get a 1. And Black's up, and Lerman went for a shot to the midsection, a reply. First bit of offense from Black, and Lerman gets the hell out of Dodge. Oh, where's he going now? Well, Lerman has decided, well, the last time he bailed out, Black came and got him. This time Lerman comes back in the ring, and as Aleister Black wanted a piece of Lerman caught him, blindsided him. This is a better start from Eldridge Lerman. Oh, but a big knee from Black. And that really gave Eldridge Lerman a bit of a realisation who he's in there with, as if he didn't know it already. And oh, Black escaped. Aleister Black. Black Mass! Oh! Well, that could start. Oh. Is over. Aleister Black picks up the win. Eldridge Lerman, he did a little bit better. I'll give him that. He was slightly more aggressive this week, but no, it wasn't good enough. Aleister Black knocks off Eldridge Lerman in consecutive weeks here on SmackDown, and the question will be asked, who is up for the fight? Very impressive once again, and it's going to take a tough man to take down the striking man from Amsterdam. And oh, what's going on here? Rey Mysterio, well, he's done for the night. Looks like he is heading towards the parking lot area. Finish for this evening, a successful win earlier on against Eric Young, and why has he stopped? What's going on? Oh, wait a minute. Well, Randy Orton should not be here now. Oh, Mysterio went to strike the Viper, and instead the Viper strikes with an RKO. Maybe one more sign-off before his suspension. Wow, well, Randy Orton strikes again, and now he's suspended. I mean, how infuriating for Rey Mysterio. He won't be able to get his hands on Orton until that suspension is lifted. Shocking moments backstage, but now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event. A perfect one it could be for Axel Perfect if he is indeed able to wrestle away the United States Championship from the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy. Axel Perfect has not lost here on the Blue Brand. He has the perfect record, 3 from 3 at the moment. He could be by the end of the night 4 from 4 and also have United States Championship in his possession. It is a big matchup, and the reason for this matchup is because, of course, that record is so good, and wins and losses matter here in this season of Universe. And here comes the United States Champion, and a huge ovation from the fans here in San Diego, California. Jeff Hardy, of course, winning the championship from Finn Balor, who is now a part of Monday Night Raw, doing things with the OC over on Monday nights. And of course, we have that gauntlet match coming up this coming Monday. 8 superstars all participating with an opportunity to win a shot at Shinsuke Nakamura and his WWE Championship. That is to come this Monday, but right now we have United States Championship action as Jeff Hardy hits the ring, and Hardy has been a fighting champion. He will take on anyone that steps up to him, and tonight Axel Perfect has decided to bring the matchup to Jeff Hardy. Shane McMahon made it official, and we are seconds away from this contest. Very exciting, very focused Axel Perfect. Crowd not exactly behind Axel Perfect. And there is the champion, the United States champion, Jeff Hardy. And Hardy taking this very seriously, as he always does. Takes great pride in representing the United States. You see one of the signs in the crowd, immune to fear. That is exactly what Jeff Hardy is. The daredevil, the risk taker. Axel Perfect, much more cautious in his approach, more methodical. Thinks everything out meticulously. So the time has come. And the referee signals for the bell for our main event to get underway. And these two tie up for the first time, and Perfect forcing back Jeff Hardy. Will we get a clean break? I'd be surprised. Oh, well, we do, and well, Perfect showing off to the crowd here in San Diego. I'm entirely impressed as Hardy now takes the arm in the second tie-up and goes to work. And Axel manages to turn things around, and now it's Axel Perfect applying the pressure and a takedown, and it is Axel Perfect. Oh, wait a minute. Who is that? Well, it seems like we have a keen spectator from the locker room area watching this one. No idea who that is. Who could that be? But someone taking great interest in the outcome of this United States Championship main event between Axel Perfect and Jeff Hardy. It's Perfect begins to unload on Jeff Hardy, and Hardy replies with a chop of his own. Hardy has been to some effort to capture United States Championship gold and won't be giving it up easily. He was in that fatal four-way ladder match at WrestleMania, came up short, then took on Finn Balor on SmackDown, took the championship, which also saw Finn Balor make his move to Monday Night Raw as part of the WWE draft. And Hardy picks up. Axel Perfect, and Perfect replies with a kick to the midsection. Perfect smart not to allow Jeff Hardy to get too much momentum early. Once Hardy gets going, it's really hard to stop. The Daredevil, and cheap shot really from Perfect. Oh, and then a drop kick. What a contrast of moves there. A cheap shot, and then a beautiful drop kick from the challenger. Perfect with an elbow to the back of the neck. Hardy with a kick to the midsection. Hardy trying to mount some offense, not really succeeding. Perfect able to nullify Hardy so far, but Hardy with a stiff shot, and, well, Axel Perfect takes a break. Perfect coming back up, referee laying the countdown, and Hardy comes forward and Perfect steps down. Perfect knows how big of an opportunity this is, and he doesn't want to waste it, taking a moment to gather his thoughts. I mentioned earlier that Eric Young, I thought, was doing the same thing, wasn't, but look, this is very smart. I'm not going to knock Axel Perfect for taking this approach. This is a big night for Perfect, and well, Hardy got tired of waiting. And that is the Daredevil in Jeff Hardy. That is why he is the United States Champion, because he takes risks that many don't. And Hardy now with a leg drop across the apron. Referee, I think, was up to a count of 4, and let's just remember that the title cannot change hands via a count out, but that's not going to happen. Both superstars back in the ring. And Hardy tornado DDT. Big move, pin, 1, 2. And the first significant pin of the match. And Hardy gets a 2 count. Perfect able to kick out just in time. Stiff shot from Hardy rattles Axel Perfect, and looked like Hardy was maybe going for a cutter, didn't get it. Instead, Perfect got the boot and gets a 1 count. And I'm just being told now that Randy Orton has now left the arena. So, suspended, stayed around, RKO'd the Universal Champion, and now the Universal Champion will have no further say on when he can get his hands on Randy Orton, as Perfect gets a 2 after that sunset flip and then delivers an elbow, and Perfect now backbreaker. And that timeout that Axel Perfect took has served him well, belly to belly. And Hardy, a bit dazed, a bit groggy, having to use the corner ropes to pull himself back up, and Slow is the champion. Worrying signs here. Perfect comes forward and takes Hardy up, and oh, smart. Oh, neck breaker. And a pin, and our official, well, referee, get on top of things here. 1, 2, and oh, well, our official got to question that count. I mean, Hardy was down. Our official was too busy reading the riot act to Axel Perfect for using the ropes, which in fairness I would say was a smart move. I mean, Perfect didn't take the high risk. Instead, he used the ring to the best of his ability, and our official decided to then, reprimand Axel Perfect, as opposed to getting on top and counting the pinfall, which allowed Hardy a few valuable seconds, and Hardy kicked out. Controversial here in our main event. And again, well, who is this? Someone is watching on and getting a great look backstage, and Hardy with the crossbody, and Jeff Hardy, no! Come very close in picking up the W and retaining his Intercontinental Championship, and now Hardy with a boot, and now the chin lock. More of a crossface, I'd say, and just trying to crank the neck. And Perfect finds a way to escape. Perfect, oh wow, staggers Jeff Hardy with that forearm. Perfect takes his time, took too long, came forward, got caught. Jeff Hardy facebuster into the canvas. Owen Hardy hits the ropes, and a pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Perfect. At first I thought it was going to be a strong kick out, but in the end he barely kicked out. Maybe the intensity of this main event beginning to get to the challenger. And Jeff Hardy rattles Axel Perfect, and Perfect stumbled into the ropes, and Hardy brought him away from him. Who is going to leave United States Champion in our main event? Let me know in the chat and in the comment section. Curtis Axel finding a way up, gets to his feet, shakes off the cobwebs of the arm lock that was applied by Jeff Hardy. And Hardy taken to the corner now. Perfect. He didn't go up the ropes last time. Stiff shot. Back of the arm. Perfect is this time going to go up, and what's he looking for here? Oh, big move. Superplex from the top rope, and that took something out of both men. It is Perfect who gets to his feet first, and he does get the pin. Oh, and he doesn't get the win. Perfect close, but not enough. And now it's Perfect trying to wear down Jeff Hardy. That's a smart move at this stage of the match. But Hardy's already up. Hardy broke free, got to his feet, and when you saw Hardy went for the punch, but Axel Perfect beat him to it. Sleeper hold. And our official again. Well, he's got to get on top of things here. The sleeper and Jeff Hardy. Oh, jaw jacks. Axel Perfect. And now, twist of fate. 1, 2, go! Perfect kicked out of the twist of fate. And Perfect is dazed, but Perfect! Oh, Axel Perfect! Was he playing possum? I don't know. Surely not. Look at this. Back and forth they go, throwing the kitchen sink at each other. And it's all for the United States Championship in our main event. And Axel Perfect drops to a knee. He's back up now. Hardy again. Perfect up. Blocked. Went to send Jeff Hardy off the ropes. Hardy reversed. And Hardy with the shoulder tackle. And to the outside goes Axel Perfect. And Jeff Hardy wants him up. Gets to his feet. And gets taken down by a crossbody from Hardy. Referee now beginning the count. Up to 2 and a knee from Jeff Hardy. Axel Perfect having kicked out of the twist of fate. And now, well, this action has spilled to the outside and referee up to 5. These two need to keep an eye or keep an ear out for that count, and referee up to 6, and Axel Perfect cannot win the Intercontinental Championship on the outside. 7 now from our official. Somebody needs to get in the ring to break the count. 8. Hardy turns around. DDT up to 9. Perfect. He needs to get in. Oh no. Oh, and Perfect looks very agitated. Well, who wouldn't be? A count out, and this will be a draw, a double count out in our main event. Axel Perfect, that perfect record, still doesn't have a loss to his name, but he does not capture the United States Championship, and this fight continues, and Jeff Hardy with a drop kick on the outside. Perfect, not happy with the outcome, decided to fight on after the bell, but Jeff Hardy gets the upper hand and a twist of fate to Axel Perfect. Well, what is Jeff Hardy thinking? Our official, well, the match is over, but these two superstars going to continue to go at it, and oh, Jeff Hardy giving the people what they want. A table. Well, maybe Perfect should have accepted the result, regrouped, and come back for another crack at Jeff, but instead, he might just get cracked through a table. Jeff Hardy. Oh, Axel Perfect. This is not the perfect outcome that he was hoping for. Hardy now salutes the fans in San Diego. Look out! Oh my! Good Lord! Well, this one has been officially counted as a draw, and Jeff Hardy retains the United States Championship while getting himself some afters of Axel Perfect, and well, the mystery man is gone. He's seen enough. Who could that be?